All right, Megan, here's one of your slalom runs out of the hood. Got you up against this guy who's obviously older and stronger, um, but still can learn. Good comparison. One thing I like about him is he comes through and using these training runs like a race. I mean, he's pushing, skating hard, skating right up to that for actually second gate. One thing let's continue to work on is rolling up our skis initially using ankles and knees. Not a whole lot of rolling up the skis there with our ankles and knees. You have a tendency to really want to clear the pole really high with a high hand, which can get us into trouble. If you raise that outside hand quite high, what does it do? Well, it raises your outside shoulder relative to the inside, and we ended up, kind of leaning in. You'll see him come through, and a lot more, not quite as high. Obviously, yours is almost above your head or at top of your head. His is down near his chin. Allows him to be a lot more level. The shoulders on him are much more level than yours. Another thing we have to continue to work on is a little better upper and lower body separation, and that's not going to happen in a race course, but doing drills, Shlobi drills, etc. But you could see how he is here, and you're, more like that. But it will start, or it will help, if we clear the pole a little bit lower, allowing you to get more level shoulders. So let's try that. Guessing that's a pole plant. Another thing that really high clearing is it's a little more difficult to plant the pole. His hand is in a great position right there, just to drop the pole to the ground right there, a little pole touch. I think it's just you give yourself a little more room above the gate and the rise line, allowing to bring some more shape back to the pole. You can see how his turn shape is really above. So he's hitting the gate with most of the turn done. You're coming through here, almost at the gate. Not as much done. Trying to diverge there. So a lot of your turn is down here. It's down below the gate. All right, so your turn shape, was more of a J type, and we're looking to have more comma shaped, if we can. Looks like a decent turn there. I'm going to come through here again. Looks like you just want to reach for that pole so much that you start kind of leaning in. Don't have pressure on the outside ski. You can see there, the ski's kind of diverging on you. No bend on the outside ski, right? So that ski wasn't coming around, but you knew you had to, reach for the pole and go that way. So you just did it and ended up, being in that back and leaning in. Again, really high clearing, and let's try to lower that down. Tough to see a lot there, but looked a little better. Again, kind of hard to see. But one thing we want to keep in mind is really thinking about keeping your head on the inside of the pole. That's not bad there. is on the inside there. So I would work on trying to give yourself a little more room in the rise line to bring more shape back and clear that gate a little bit lower, a little lower hand, so it allows you to have a quick pole touch or pole plant right after clearing. That should help in your transitions.